Distinct Kusai.
I'm Jukebox Hero.
I'm Skufflewick, and I'm the pretty one.
There's feedback.
Womp, 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 womp. Woo! Yep. Ah. Wow. Have we solved this problem?
Oh, it's gone.
Hey, no more.
We solved it. We were having fun with that.
Was that being recorded?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh shit, headphone's gonna die.
What?
The fuck?
My headphones are going to die.
Yeah,
Um,
but why?
Wet your finger and go to the plug-in socket and...
Bzzzt. No, I'll just
do that,
microwave my
Scuffle.
iPhone. That charges it, right?
Definitely. Please do it right now.
I don't have an iPhone. I'm smart.
You used to have an iPhone, so you're not smart.
No, hang on. That was on the 3GS. The 3GS was a viable platform.
What's wrong with an iPhone now?
There's just no innovation, I find. They're playing catch up more so than they're actually like innovating. They used to lead, and now they're just behind. And now it's just kind of disappointing.
What innovation do you need, Skufflewick?
It needs to pleasure him sexually.
Well,
I
not
need to
so
be
much.
able
I
to
just-
change my launcher so I can get pissed off with the new one and then change it back.
Sure. No, I just think advancement in technology and like competition, like they're really good things, and I just don't see that from Apple, and it's kind of disappointing, because they used to have, before Steve Jobs died, a shit ton of cool stuff that they did, but not so much anymore.
You should go apply to them and see what happens.
You should
What's my
start
name?
calling him Skufflewick.
Skufflewick.
Both of us got on that one. What's my name, bitch? All right, well. Oh god, battery pack down. So that's a great way to start a podcast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you say so. We're all recording, right?
I am. Is it?
The missus?
She's
The
through my
missus?
microphone. Jesus.
Just making sure.
Is
Just making sure.
You should see
Is
her
she
hand
here?
gestures. She's here. She's just
Is she
ignoring you.
Speaking in sign.
No, just ignoring you.
Oh, that's fine.
Like, she's on Tumblr
Oh.
right now.
Open VPN settings. For fuck's sake, man. This locked up on me previously, too.
Why are you
For the
having
same
so many
reason, I think.
problems?
It's OpenVPN. For some reason, the BIOS wants to lock up whenever it needs that password. Except I literally stick a keyboard in, and then it fixes itself.
Oh, fuck. Even I did it. The missus has, like, a baby tapir or something on her screen, and it's fucking adorable.
The warthog.
It's fucking wet hog, and it's adorable.
When I was a young warthog. When I was a young warthog.
No.
2000.
No.
Well, fuck you guys.
No. Gently.
In the
Softly.
So, are we gonna, like, actually talk about things?
I was hoping so. Are we?
Well, Jesus, let's start this, the way we should start it, with, like, games we've been playing.
Or with our introductions.
I play Quiplash.
Shut the fuck up, Kusai. Introductions.
I'm
Distinct Kusai.
Jukebox. Juice
I'm
box.
Skufflewick, and I am now the second prettiest one.
I'm the missus. I've replaced him.
You know what? You've
Yes.
done that in more than one way, too. Kusai used to be mine.
And
We used
also,
to
I'm
love
funnier
and
than
hold
you.
and cuddle. Well, hang on. I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
Well, you're married to her. You have to.
I think Jukebox.
Your distinct secret mistress.
I'll take that.
It's not that secret.
No.
Point.
Are we all introduced?
Yes.
Okay, good. Kusai, what have you been playing?
The only thing I have played in the last week is about an hour's worth of Quiplash.
So did we.
Yeah.
It's almost like we were there. We all did the same thing.
But I'm sure you've also played other things in the meantime.
A little bit.
Oh, one of my servers just came. Oh, possibly two of my servers came online.
And that's what Skufflewick's been playing. Servers.
Yes.
Yes.
The hot new MMORPG from Blizzard. Servers.
Oh, could you imagine? That just gets me moist.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, no, I've been busy working still. Although not as busy, so I've like kind of got the time to play. But I mean, like, I played about 10 minutes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links this morning.
Yeah.
While I pooped.
You gotta
I'm-
battle me.
I'm
Next
really
time.
good against the NPCs.
Yeah. Next
Or,
time,
like,
next time you poop, just send me a message. Just not a picture text.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
If you see me on the shitter, you're gonna know exactly what that message means. What do they say? A picture's worth 1,000 words?
Yeah. I don't think I want to hear those words.
I don't think anybody does.
I mean, maybe.
So you've been playing Duel Links. What else you been playing?
Well, I've been playing Try and Get My Bloody Internet back up. That's been fun. I don't know if I mentioned it on the last podcast or not, but I have officially opened an IT business. I'm doing... Yeah, yay me. I'm doing technology and emergency preparation consultation. Because of my background in IT, firefighting, medic, rope rescue, confined space rescue, safety, blah, 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 blah. I figured, what the hell, let's... Well, yeah, I get to throw those ones out there. I figured, what the hell, let's actually, like, make some money on this legitimately, and mostly tax write-offs. But I can write off, like, 1/3 of my mortgage. It's kind of nice. Anyways.
As long as it's
So, yeah,
dedicated workspace.
Well, and it is. I'm actually, like... The closet, so the bedroom, what was previously the bedroom becomes the office. It is 13.5 by 14 feet. Then there's a bathroom. Oh, hello, Stu Bear. Then there's a bathroom attached to it. And there's the closet, which was a 5 foot by 5 foot space. In that closet, I'm putting all the servers and all that fun stuff.
Did you get your business license?
Yeah, I actually have a registered name and everything.
Oh, good.
So I've got I got the name registered. I have a bank account open in that name. Business license. No, what is that for?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. You need that.
I'm not worried.
I mean, you probably shouldn't be, but if they catch you, it's a pretty hefty fine.
It's fine. But I've got
Am I the only motherfucker who did this legitimately?
Whole bunch.
And then
a year from now,
And then a year from now, we'll find Skufflewick on 118th Ave in Edmonton, giving icy hand jobs.
Cards Against Humanity reference. Classy.
He's already doing that, though.
These are the people I deal with on, like, a near daily basis. Because you guys hear the podcast, like, once a week. I get messages from these fuckers daily. Like, daily. It just...
But we're being accurate the whole time.
Yes.
They're being basically accurate about how big a chalupa's butthole is. Like, that's the kind of shit that I get from these guys. It's like, hey, look at this fun fact I found. And then it's just a picture of a butthole.
And you're still aroused by it. So...
Well,
Is it Daniel Radcliffe's bleached asshole?
Really, guys?
Yes, really. If you want us to stop, you have to stop talking.
Okay, we all know that's not gonna happen.
But we could also move on and ask the missus
Yeah.
what she's
We could
been
move
playing.
on because we're busy adults with many important things to do.
We all
Let's do
know
this.
I've been doing absolutely nothing
She played Quiplash.
for an hour.
What
She's
about
been on
Pokemon
vacation
Go?
for like 2 weeks,
Uh,
just taking it easy.
What about
I'm
Pokemon
kinda
Go?
jelly.
You've been playing that.
No, I don't have Wi-Fi where I am.
Didn't you
Nor
play it
do I wanna
yesterday?
eat up all my data.
You need a better resort.
yeah, no kidding. So, she actually did sum it up pretty well because I've been seeing her quite a bit. It's like an hour of Quiplash and Pokemon Go every now and then.
So
For, like,
none
2
of us
seconds.
have been playing like any video games this week.
Well, none of you
But, like-
motherfuckers asked me.
Well, I'm about
Yeah,
to.
let's move on. No, let's move on. Next.
So
Jesus,
Jukebox.
I just don't matter.
What
That's
about,
it. I
what
quit.
about
Done
Duel
the
Links?
podcast.
What,
Goodbye.
what about Duel Links?
Bye. He just has to poop.
Jukebox!
He'll be happy again once he poops.
Jukebox!
It's like being hangry, but I don't know how to
Yeah,
mix the words poop and
he-
angry.
You got the bowel pressure there.
It's just so much pressure.
Enough poop jokes.
Okay, did I
The
get this
missus-
shit back up? Get it? One more.
Okay, I'm back.
Yay.
I only quit long
Was
enough
it
to get a drink.
Oh, we
Oh, I
just
thought
assumed
you
you
had
went for a dump.
No.
That probably would have taken longer unless he popped a blood vessel in the process.
Nah, dude, I take turbo
The missus,
turps.
tell us about that.
No.
What?
Okay, by the way, the missus is a nurse, so the implication there was that she's probably had a patient who has done that. Not that she herself has popped a blood vessel trying to poop.
You've probably done that.
No, but I've gotten really lightheaded a few times.
No, I've just had people pass out while they're pooing.
Gross.
Yeah, no, like I was on the verge. It was good times. There's a lot of poop content here.
If for anybody listening, just so you know, Skufflewick doesn't really take care of himself that much,
That's
so
not
poop-
true. I just went and bought like a $600 bike.
and it'll sit.
No,
And you'll
I got
sit-
a bunch. I got a bunch of accessories. I'm gonna bling the shit out of it, and then
Pimp my
Shorty
Shorty
ride.
and I are gonna go play.
And then it'll sit in front of his house for forever.
No, in the shed.
Until he
Keep it
sells
safe.
it
Yeah. No, that was
and
the
drop.
motorbike.
But before
But-
he sells it, it'll fall on the ground.
Fell into the house. That was the motorbike. And to be fair, I didn't have a license for the bike, although I did ride it quite a bit. Shh, don't tell.
Telling.
Yeah.
And you got a
telling.
You already got fined. You got fined for.
Oh yeah,
doing
I got a
that.
ticket for it. That was $300. But see, I had so in Ontario they have an M class license, and I had my M1, which is your motorcycle learner's license. And so they just didn't transfer that out here because I guess there's no equivalent class. It's just class 7 or class 5 would count as that.
Yeah, except you.
And so I told the cop, like, oh, sorry, I thought they transferred it. And the cop's like, yeah, I'm not going to take the bike, but don't ride it.
I'll point out, Skufflewick. Here in Alberta, you just have to have somebody who actually has their motorcycle license follow you.
Well, yeah, and I was going to make... We don't have a code name for Ward.
Woodhouse.
Oh, yeah, I was going to meet Woodhouse, and we were all going to go to karaoke. But I'm like, you know what? It's nice. I'll go out maybe an extra 20, 30 minutes, and I'll just ride around a little bit. And Woodhouse was going to meet me at karaoke, but I decided to go down White Ave. And I was like, well, that's a
You know where all the
idea.
cops just hang out.
Yeah, didn't think about that one.
There's
Kinda just
literally
wanted
a
to
cop shop
ride.
on that road.
Yeah, that's okay. Shit happens. More poop jokes. That's not a poop
Jesus.
joke. That's a saying.
So Jukebox, what have you been
Hi.
playing lately?
So I've been playing a
your
lot of
mom.
servers.
Yes, servers. That great new MMORPG from Blizzard. Hashtag Blizzard.
Fuck Blizzard.
Hashtag awesome.
I mean, Blizzard is awesome,
I am
but
gonna
if-
tag that. No.
If they
Oh,
made,
God.
if Blizzard made my server issues, then like they can bounce on it.
Server Simulator 2017. Make it real.
God.
Someone make it real.
Hardest game ever. Just
But
everything goes wrong.
Jukebox, while you have a chance.
Zelda, Katamari, Pokemon Go, Pokemon.
There we go. And
All
how
right,
have
good
those
talk.
been
Let's
going?
move on.
Oh, God. But no, for super real, Zelda Breath of the Wild, I didn't touch it for almost 2 weeks. I was
Blasphemy.
I was a fucking hour away from the very end. Like, I was moving through the last space, and I was expecting more of a dungeon, and it was like, no. I was like, fight one guy, boss is right there.
So, how do you feel? I mean, that might be a little cheated towards the end, but as far as the nearly perfect ratings, do you feel it is warranted, or do you feel it was a lot of hype?
I mean, there is a lot of hype, and they're mostly warranted, but I also feel that people are so blinded by the Zelda series that they're willing to give it a perfect score without being too objective about it. Because I have some gripes that are pretty important, like the weapon system was everyone's main gripe.
You have a complaint? What?
Yeah, who would have thought the person who complains the most?
Right.
But, like, the weapon system is far from perfect, and it pisses a lot of people off. And their use of mountainous ranges for everything, like the entirety of Hyrule almost, kind of bugs me, because I know if you're looking off in one direction, you see an ass ton of stuff, but there's still an ass ton beyond that mountain range, and it's just there for the purpose of keeping the engine from having to render that other part of the map. That bugs me.
Isn't that a good thing?
I mean, probably, but fucking climbing is a
for an
goddamn
experience. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, because, like, climbing for me is a fucking hassle. Because you have to choose between getting more stamina or more hearts. And when you get the stamina, it doesn't actually give you that much.
So you built the wrong way.
Maybe. It's kind of their way of artificially increasing the length of the game. Because regardless of how many shrines you want to do, because, I mean, you could finish the game in 50 minutes if you really wanted to, like, just run straight for Ganon.
You can do it in about 12 minutes if you're a speedrunner. I'm just guessing. That's the new speedrun.
Yeah. But, like, I don't fucking know, dude. I just didn't feel good climbing everything. Like, every once in a while, it's just like, I want to go from point A to B without fast traveling, but I also don't want to take an hour to go around this mountain range.
Why don't you like to fast travel?
Because there's so much stuff in the middle that you'll miss.
I love fast travel. Like, hit all the stuff the first time, and then just fast travel after.
Implying you could possibly hit everything the first time.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Like, when you get the ability to do stuff, do that stuff,
Yeah.
and then just fast travel.
Yeah.
Or just get everything at the end.
Actually, I might. I guess this isn't really a spoiler, but once you beat the game, you can go back in, and it actually tells you how many side quests there are. So it'll be like, you have done a number out of a number. So now I can kind of quantify it and, like, go back and do the rest and actually know that I've finished it 100%.
Spoilers.
Oh,
That's really not a spoiler. You're okay.
That's why I said it.
Yeah.
How long is the tutorial section of the game?
I mean, assuming you don't just run past it, I think it lasted me a couple hours, probably.
That's a long fucking tutorial. But is that including, like, the Deku Tree style tutorial, or is that, like, a sit down and, like, here's how to play?
No, it's super open-ended. Pretty much you start and you choose where to go. So if you walk out and talk to the guy who's right there, he'll give you pretty much a mission to do, which consists of 4 other missions. So as you do these missions, you learn the mechanics of the game and stuff. But if you already know them, you could just run straight past them all willy-nilly. And it's not like the tutorial's like, press A to do this, press B to do this for 3 straight hours. It's like, you get into a shrine, you do your press A, press B thing once, and then you enjoy the shrine, and then you make your way to the next place.
See, that was one thing that I actually really liked about the Deku Tree tutorial, which I consider the Deku Tree a tutorial.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
more or
yeah, there's a
less.
little bit of Lost Woods, but like the first big mission, when you're getting the mechanics and you're the first putting them to use, that's what I consider the tutorial. I actually enjoyed it, personally.
Yeah, it was
I know a
alright.
lot of people who are like, fucking Deku Tree. But no, like, for what a tutorial can be, that was not bad at all.
I don't know. I felt like at the very, very beginning, there could have been just a tad more direction. Like, there reaches a point where if you're literally sitting there with zero context or anything, you're going to be like, what do I press to attack?
My
And
dick.
I mean, you'll like smash buttons and you'll smash Skufflewick stick, but like, just a little bit of direction would be nice. I don't know. I'd probably give the game like an 8.6 out of 10.
It's a very accurate number.
Yes.
Oh, and if you guys are
Now,
wondering,
would you
for
round that to 8.5 or 9.0 if you had to?
Probably 8.5 because it's like right there.
Mm.
round down always.
Well, no.
What? No, that's not at all how that works.
I always round down. Then I'm never disappointed.
What if you're measuring your dick?
What
Again,
if you are the disappointment?
Skufflewick, are you trying to tell us something about yourself?
Oh.
If you guys are wondering for speedruns, I'm looking them up. Most people that are speedrunning the game are doing it with, including the tutorial area, 45 to 50 minutes. If you
Yeah.
count from the Great Plateau to the final boss, somebody's actually managed to do it in 12 minutes.
See, I called 12.
But we
Go
already knew
fucking me.
that from like an interview with the actual creator.
Yeah.
There was an interview?
There's several interviews. He's
Oh,
the fucking
okay.
creator.
Well, mine was a guess off the top of my ass, so I mean, go fucking me.
So, are you calling yourself an asshead? Because it's supposed to be
Yeah.
off the top of your head. If it's off the top of your ass, I mean, I'm just combining those things.
No, it's out of my ass or off the top of my head.
And
No,
you
wait.
said off of my ass.
No, I mean,
So
it's
he's an
on the
ass
top
hat.
of my ass or out of my...
Skufflewick's just an ass hat. That's how you explain it.
Yes.
I mean, that's accurate. That is accurate.
Should we
I will
let
give you
this?
that.
Should we let this ass hat do his tech talk?
Yeah, anything to mention here, ass hat?
Yeah. Did you
All
pick a
right,
topic?
so we have two. We have two that we could possibly go with. And the
Okay.
one is a little more technical, so I'm almost thinking that's for next week. But I'll let you guys decide. We're going to talk about the difference either between desktops, laptops, PCs, and servers, some of those which are actually the same thing, and computers in general. Or we will talk about the difference between a router, a modem, a repeater, and a bridge.
The first one.
The missus is giving me a look. She'll just
Oh
probably
yeah, the
space out
missus.
for this
Apparently
whole
they
one.
gave me 10 minutes just to talk about computer shit.
Why would you guys do that?
Like, I'm gleeful.
We're sadists.
I'm like, yay!
But
Master
we're
System or
timing. I
whatever.
am starting the timing, and it's starting now.
No, I haven't started yet. You
No,
guys
no,
have
it's
not,
already
as
started.
a
This is
trio,
your
segment.
decided
Started.
what I'm doing.
No, this is your segment. Make a decision. Do it quick.
Well, you guys decide.
First
Computers or networking?
one. That one.
I'm gonna flip a thing.
I said one or the other. He says that.
Router.
Routers?
Networking
Okay.
stuff. I flipped a piece of
Networking.
paper to decide it.
Good. Actually, we're also going to include switches because those are often mistaken as well.
Okay.
So
9
in
minutes.
Alberta, we have Shaw and we have TELUS for internet, if you're talking landline internet. Now, there are other ones. Tech Savvy actually just rebuys and resells, da-da-da-da-da. But essentially, when you get an internet package from either Shaw or TELUS,
The
They
missus
provide you
is
with little-
mocking you.
that's fine. She usually is.
It's
They
funny.
provide you with a little box that you plug into the wall, and then you get Wi-Fi, and it's magic, and it's wonderful. That box is actually a 3-in-1 unit, where it's going to consist of your modem. Now, generally a modem is a device that takes the outside internet connection and brings it into your house. Basically, it either converts a coaxial or a cable, like TV cable, or a phone line cable in the event of TELUS, or if you're using DSL, and it converts that into an internet cable or an Ethernet cable, usually an RJ45 tip. We can get really technical. If you're not understanding what I'm saying, ignore it. So, the next 9 minutes. Now, from the modem, which, again, just converts the outside signal into a signal that your router can understand, we go to the router. What the router does is it splits your internal network, all of the devices within your house, and your external network, all of the devices on the internet. Basically, it gets a singular address, and then it sends packets or information to each device inside. Consider your router like an apartment building, where the apartment building is your network. Now, the router is the front door, where you walk in, somebody from outside or from the internet gives you information. Say you want to go to Facebook. Facebook walks up to the front door of the router, knocks, and says, hey, I need to go to this address, which is the internal address or the apartment suite number of the devices. Now, these can generally look like 10.0.0.1, 10.0.0.2, etc., where you're using that last section as the internal address. There are more complicated ways to do, but we're going to keep it fairly simple. We should not have done routing. So basically, your router is the main communications hub or the network splitting point for your network. It just redirects packets to individual machines where they have to go. The next device that we have is an access point. An access point, or a wireless access point, is actually just what creates the Wi-Fi. It takes the information that the router gives it and just turns it into a wireless signal. That's the simplest way to say that.
What kind of waves does it use?
Generally, it can use a 2.4 or a 5.0 gigahertz wave. There are multiple channels on each of those. But if you ever notice that you have a cordless house phone, if people still have those, or a microwave running and your internet slows down, it's because they actually generate the same waves, like the same frequencies of waves. So, moving on from wireless access point, we have something called a switch. The easiest way to explain a switch, and these are all either physical devices or can be combined into one device. The easiest way to explain a switch is it is a power bar for internet devices. You know when you don't have enough ports, you plug a power bar into the wall and you can plug more shit into it? Boom, switch, but for internet devices. The next device we have, and Kusai, I'm going to have you actually put pictures up of each of these devices as I'm talking about them.
Don't plan on it.
Yeah. The next device we have, switch AP. A repeater. So a repeater is a wireless access point. Again, something that just turns Wi-Fi into a thing. Except instead of going from a wired connection from your router, a repeater actually just repeats your wireless signal. So it will both accept and then produce its own wireless signal, and can either do so under the same name or another name. Where this might come in handy is when you want to expand your wireless signal range. Generally, what I like to do is just put in 2 access points, both connected by wire, as opposed to repeating a signal. It's just a better, stronger signal, and you get less potential signal loss. Also, this is all super dumbed down, or simplified, so anyone who's like, well, that's not proper, I know. Don't worry. This is so that normal people can understand it. Moving on from a repeater, we have a someone who just gets the box from Shaw, plugs it in, and then punches in the Wi-Fi password that is on the front of the box.
So what happens if someone's not with Shaw? Are they abnormal?
Absolutely. Fuck those guys. No.
What
So
about
just
the people in the States who don't have Shaw?
the abnormal people are the ones who actually build their network, go in, change their Wi-Fis, and understand what in the hell they're doing.
What about people who don't have internet?
Yeah. What about
Then
those
they're
people?
probably not listening to this podcast.
Well, what if they're at a library? Those have internet.
What's a library?
You're going above Skufflewick's head there with that comment.
I know.
Also,
you can
you're
tell
stealing
how
my time,
uneducated
so
he is.
shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Your time.
I'm
Your time.
uneducated.
You have 3 minutes left.
Bum bum bum. Okay, going.
Hey,
from
Distinct. Do you want to just
repeater-
keep like interrupting him?
I mean, you can, but I'm just gonna keep
Boop.
talking. So going from a repeater, the next device that we have is a bridge.
The season premiere of Rick and Morty, season 3.
It just dropped out.
Oh, so
You
let's
guys
talk
suck.
about.
Okay. No.
Anyways.
Get back in here.
So
and when you're done
the last-
explaining, I want you to do something where you explain how we are talking over the internet in relation to our routers.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, do
I
that.
was actually going to like draw out a picture so that Kusai could put it up and like circle.
This
each
is an
thing
audio
as-
podcast, you bitch.
No, they've got the player 1, player 2 stuff things.
Do those look
Anyways.
like goddamn pictures?
Shut up, they will. You're a router. Shut up.
See, Jukebox. Those are above Skufflewick's artistic level. So
Player 1,
Again, they
player
are.
2? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. My artistic level is like, I know how to write 10.0.0.1 in binary.
Well, no. See, the
That-
diagram that you were
And
going to
like,
send
I
him was going to
understand
be a
how routing
dick.
works in binary versus like data, and like how subnet masks work, and yeah. Back to me, because people are completely fucking lost now. The
No,
last
just you,
device
just
that we're
you.
going to talk about.
Well, let's go to
device we're going
Shoney's.
to talk about.
Okay, let him talk about the last one.
Is a
Okay.
wireless bridge. Like a repeater, it actually uses 2 access points, except one access point is going to send the Wi-Fi signal out, so from your router into Wi-Fi, and the bridge is the second device that takes that Wi-Fi and puts it back into a wire. Where you're going to want this is PlayStation 3 and 4, for example, didn't have the greatest wireless internet interfaces in them. So you could use a bridge if your PlayStation gets really shitty reception, say in a basement or something. Use a bridge and then connect your PlayStation wired into that device, and that device, which normally has much bigger antennas, will then connect to your wireless internet. It works. This was totally the wrong topic to do this time.
So why'd you give it as an option?
Yeah, because I thought we were actually like gonna go through it smoothly without interruptions, and I was gonna be able to explain. Yeah, that was my
God,
mistake.
no.
My bad.
God,
my
no.
bad. My bad.
Why would you ever expect that?
Oh! It's been
so-
10 minutes.
I'm gonna
Oh,
throw
gasp.
a shameless plug here because
Oh,
we are
gasp.
done. We are done.
Stick a
but
pin
I'm
in
gonna throw
that.
a shameless plug where at some point I am going to put up like a better video that actually makes sense on how all this networking stuff works, and I'll just have Kusai throw it in the link on the description, and that will be to my business.
Find that
personal-
into the description 3 years from now.
Yeah, it's probably going to be 3 years from now, but eventually it will go in the description. So, and it will be a better video explaining networking devices.
Boy.
Go fucking me. With pictures. With pictures.
Oh,
Damn it,
God.
Kusai.
By pictures, do you mean stick figures?
No, I mean like just stealing pictures off the internet and then publishing them for business purposes.
Stealing? Yes.
Theft?
Isn't that what everybody does?
No.
No.
No, I'll take pictures of my own network. Don't worry. I'll make it pretty. So,
I'm expecting
all my
an
stuff is,
octopus
like-
of cables.
no man, once I have my shit actually like done, it's like I have everything zip tied to the right lengths, everything runs on channels, everything is like when I build a network, fuck is it pretty. I was actually fairly sad that one of the clients that I just rebuilt their entire building's network, I didn't get to put in an extra switch because they have enough patch panels where they can't just like have like port 1 patch panel, which is the wire in the building, to port 1 on the switch, port 2 to port 2, port 3 to port 3. They have too many patch panels and not enough switches, like internet plugs.
Okay.
So I had to like mix and match and just find empty holes, and like I was so sad because I couldn't make it pretty.
Oh,
know.
poor Skufflewick.
Right?
I think behind my
understand.
TVs would drive you crazy. And beside my computer desk.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some areas where the cables just don't matter. But for the most part, like for my server, rack when I actually get them all set into a rack, but right now for my server shelving system, goddamn are they pretty. Goddamn.
Mine are just hidden.
Oh, mine are all hidden, yeah. Like, you would have to take part of the shelf off to actually see any of it, but it is still like, tasty.
Gross.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, I have like 45 minutes. Well, actually, I have like half hour because I got to shower before I go.
That's
But let's
fine.
go.
No,
Well,
no shower.
We're on our
Fuck
last
you, no shower.
topic. By the way, that was Tech Talk with Skufflewick.
That was a really bad one. They'll do better.
I'm sure the next one will be as much of a clusterfuck.
Only if you two are still talking when it happens. You know what I should do is I should record it without you guys and just send that. Well, no, because that won't end up in.
Just mute your audio so you can't hear us and keep talking.
That's actually a really, really good idea.
And then we'll just add an animal sounds to it when we're.
Yeah,
like
every
that
once
is
in a while,
a
I'll just
really good idea.
splice in a.
People are probably just gonna get used to it.
Yeah.
Oh, Stuart.
Anyways, our last topic is we're gonna do a bit of a retrospective on the Nintendo 64, which
I
is
don't know what a retrospective is.
It's a fuck you is what it is.
Probably.
Look back with fondness.
Elbows
Nostalgia.
deep. Ooh, cinnamon buns. Oh.
We've lost him.
Oh, hang on, I'm back.
Food.
I'll be back in like 30 seconds because the microphone just doesn't quite reach where the cinnamon buns are, so I have to like cut one and then bring it back.
No. You have to find out how to get the cinnamon buns without going that far.
Yep.
That just means I grab the whole box and run back. Worth.
So
As Merlin runs after you.
Skufflewick
As who?
says he's going to disappear for 30 seconds, but in reality, he's going to go into a sugar coma eating all of the cinnamon buns.
Because he is probably already pre-diabetic.
Do you really think that would put me into the coma if I haven't been already? I'm a very
probably
large
have.
dude.
You
There's a
probably
reason
have,
I
you just
bought a
haven't
bike.
noticed.
I
Skufflewick,
just
you probably
haven't
have
noticed
gone.
being in a coma. Seriously?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Like, how would you notice? Really, your day-to-day life, just like, sleeping for majority of the day.
I mean, well, fuck, I wish. Dude, you don't even know. Like, I naturally wake up early now. Is this what farmers are like?
You probably still wake up late for them.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not crazy, but, well, not in that
Like,
case.
what time are you getting up? Are we talking like noon?
Like, I go to bed, well, granted the last couple nights because I've been pretty worn out. But I normally go to bed at like midnight or 1. The last few nights have been like 10:30. And then I wake up at like probably 9:30 or 10. So
Yeah,
8
you're waking
Sundays.
you're waking up a good like 5 hours too late for a farmer.
That's fine. Or if I'm working, then I have to wake up at like 7:30.
Still a good amount right there.
Nah, he's
Too late for a farmer.
Farmer Skufflewick farming up that server data. Good enough?
Huh?
You like being Farmer Skufflewick?
Do I have to wear pants?
Now,
No, because you're only farming server data.
let's ask everybody this question. How old were you when you first played or owned an N64?
What is a segue?
We don't know in this show.
Why don't you start distinct?
1998, December 25th. I played
Very
Turok
specific. Why so specific?
because I got it
Just
for Christmas.
You didn't figure out December 25th?
Oh, I heard September.
Oh.
I was really confused.
Yeah, my first game was Turok, and then Mario on the N64.
You know what? Actually, I'm really curious to when the missus first remembers ever playing an N64.
Which one's the N64?
Get out.
Oh, that's the one with like the 3-pronged controller. You know, like the looks like
You
a
know that
trident.
controller that you needed a third arm to play?
Third one from the left on
Or
the
your
top
dick
row.
if you're really talented with it?
Oh, that one. I don't remember.
I like how the dick comment is what she clues in with. Oh, yeah.
No,
No,
I was
she clear-
I was pointing out the console on my shelf.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
That
what the
explains
fuck
it
you
better.
guys were saying.
Laughing at not getting what was going on, but talking.
Who not getting what's going on?
Skufflewick.
Fucking Kusai. You know, there would be like much less editing if Kusai didn't fuck up all the time. We should
No.
put counters on the videos from now on. We should put counters, like scores of
Skufflewick,
who's fucked up
Skufflewick.
the most.
You still would be the highest on that.
Probably, but I mean, I gotta win something, right?
And the sad thing is, it's saying your own goddamn name.
No.
Like the rest.
This is golf scores. We're going for lowest, guys.
Damn it.
You're very far away from that birdie. God damn
My
it,
God,
Skufflewick.
you're loud.
Am I?
Yeah, that
Are
was
you
a
just,
lot
like,
of distortion.
eating your microphone?
Oh, sorry. I'm recording the same way you usually record there,
On a shelf?
Skufflewick. No, headset.
Oh. Okay, but that means it's you being loud, not the headset being closer.
I was just laughing really loud.
So the first time I played Nintendo 64, because what is a segue? When did I move back to this town? I was 5.
Okay.
96? I don't know. I played Star Fox 64.
If you don't know, if you don't know your own birthday.
You don't remember the N64, really? Because we only had one game for it.
It's probably whenever you started playing it.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember what year that was, but it was like 2004. And I begged Mom to get it from a garage sale for $30. Came with a green controller and a gray controller and Super Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 64.
And the control sticks probably work like googly eyes.
Actually, they were just fine and dandy.
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean,
That's impressive.
they only had one game, so I assume they didn't play it very much.
If anybody is ever wondering what I mean by googly eyes for control sticks, go to a McDonald's where they still have the Nintendo 64
That
set
exists?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used
I
to
don't
have,
think
like,
anymore.
4 of them.
I know, but like they still have them?
up. I don't
Yeah.
think they do
No.
anymore. I think the controllers have all just been destroyed. But you'll notice the control stick's just like limp and sad. And like you can move it in any direction and it just doesn't even sense anymore. Like your character might slowly walk to the left. That is googly eye controllers where they're just like they're sad.
You know, it's actually my least liked video on YouTube because it only works half the time. But I actually have a method for fixing those controllers, and pretty much you just open the bitch up and put something behind the stick.
Open that bitch up. Woot
Yep.
woot.
Like, I used to put paper in there, but, you know, now that I have more resources, I'd probably put, like, sawdust. That'd probably work better.
Oh yeah, let's put highly flammable stuff in electronics.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Coming from an IT guy, this might be maybe not the best idea.
Let me ask you a question. How often would a controller actually light on fire if I put sawdust in there?
Well, no, here's the
Depends
thing. It
what
doesn't
kind of
actually
controller and
touch
what
any
components.
current. It doesn't touch anything electrical.
I'm more concerned about the heat generation. Like, If
I'm
you're running
not.
those vibration controllers, like I'm sure Kusai did when he was young, just discovering himself, they could heat up.
Scufflewick, I don't know if you remember how the Rumble Pack worked on the N64.
Oh man, was that thing entertaining!
Yeah, you had
Like
to
you would
plug
just
that
sit
shit
it on the
in.
table. You would sit it on the table and like just let it keep getting hit or like keep punching it in Mortal Kombat or whatever, and the controller would just like
Yeah, Scufflewick,
until it fell off the table.
Scufflewick, I'm sure you played with the Rumble Pack a little differently than just placing it on the table.
He used it like the trance vibrator. Do you
I'm
know
sorry,
what
like
that is?
the what?
The trance vibrator.
I'm just gonna point out, I am neither the one that brought up porn nor sex toys in this video.
And you know what? It's neither of those, so you are the one who brought that in.
Yeah.
You just said trans vibrator. I'm just thinking of like
Trance
either transvestite,
vibrator.
trans.
See,
So, okay, on the PS2, there's a game called Rez. This only came out in Japan. Like, the peripheral only came out in Japan, but you plug it into the second controller port, and it vibrates in time with the music of the game, because it's a rhythm game. People use it sexually, but it's not a sex toy. So bite me.
so Scufflewick, again, you're the only one who brought that up.
Okay, but speaking of controller port 2, can we just appreciate some of the Metal Gear Solid games? Like when you're fighting the what is his name, Mantis?
Yeah,
Sorry,
Psycho Mantis.
Slight spoilers here. Actually, I mean like straight up spoilers. But like in the battle, you have to change your controller. Like the game is self-aware. How fucking great is that?
You know what I would rather appreciate? The fact that the N64 is the first console to have 4 ports for controllers without a multi.
Hang on,
That was
though.
impressive.
Hang on though, PlayStation 1 did have adapters.
I just said without a multi-tap, you bitch.
Oh, okay. That part I didn't hear.
Just smack yourself for us. 3 smacks
Into
for
the
all
microphone so we can hear it. That wasn't hard enough.
We didn't say
That
give
actually
yourself
sounded
a
really
blowjob.
cool for a second.
Well, I ate the microphone and then wiped it off, so I'm not sure. Not really sure what you're listening to, but okay.
Okay. Favorite game on the N64?
Conker's Bad Fur Day. Hands down.
Was it? I think mine was something. Scufflewick, tell us yours favorite first while I just double check.
There was one where you were like transforming robots, and the point was to go around and break shit. Or like maybe I was too young to like totally get the whole game because I think I had the thing when I was like 6.
Was it called Blast Corps?
It might have been. Because I'm pretty sure one of the symbols on it was a radiation hazard symbol.
Yeah, that sounds like
Yeah.
Blast Corps, man.
The shitty part, though, was it would run out after like 2 minutes, and then you'd have to restart. I don't want to
Oh,
restart.
really?
I want to go find the really cool robot, get into that robot, and then go and blow shit up. Yeah, it was like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, which, actually, speaking of Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the first one, you had 2-minute timeouts,
Jesus.
and then you had to
Oh,
restart the
okay.
mission. But yeah, no, Tony Hawk Pro Skater was probably one of my most played series. Star Fox 64, I think we gold medaled every level between my sister and I. She's about 4 years older
Nice.
than I am. Blast Corps, if that is the game I'm thinking about, was a ton of fun. But honestly, Super Mario 64 is the game that I enjoy most going back to because it's just fun.
It's funny you say that because I actually do go back to these games fairly often enough because it's like right next to me.
I just have emulators.
Fucking none of them aged well.
Oh,
I
no.
hardly enjoy playing anything on the N64 anymore,
You know what,
regardless
though?
of how
You
much
know-
I loved it as a kid.
I will say, if you do emulate it, and you turn your rendering higher, like I know in Dolphin, which is a Wii and GameCube emulator, fuck does Ocarina, the Master Quest version, but like the non-Master Quest version on the Master Quest disc, if that makes sense, because you got both versions on one disc. But the non-Master Quest version, fuck does it look good on the GameCube if you turn your rendering up on the emulator. I mean, it looks like it's comparable to some indie games now.
Two things. That was on the GameCube.
Yeah.
And I wasn't talking about the graphics. The N64
You're talking
was
about
like
play?
the first entry into 3D space, and I mean they did a fine enough job, but my fucking god, if the camera in every game ever is not just the worst, and like turning your character around in some is not just the worst.
Okay.
And trying to
I will
actually
say-
land on enemies in 3D space is just the worst.
That I will say was definitely tuned up and like find out. But as far as like just fun, ignoring the cameras, because yes, like cameras sucked, but I'm talking gameplay wise. The N64, they actually did a half decent job, especially with that being a first generation of 3D, like you say.
Yeah.
They did a pretty decent job at it.
Yeah. I mean, it's still fun, but like everyone who says GoldenEye 007 is still the greatest shooter ever and nothing can top it and blah 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 has not played it in the last decade.
Oh,
it is
God.
painful. It is
So,
so fucking painful.
There is a gaming competition in our local area called Fragapalooza.
Hold on, guys.
And-
I gotta go. Like, I actually have to go.
Go where?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll finish this up and then I'll
Yeah,
peace
so
too, 'cause I gotta
you
shower.
guys keep
Well,
talking.
I'll tell you what my favorite game is.
Hang on,
then.
hang on. Say your goodbye now, and then I'll say my favorite game, and I'll say my goodbye, and then Kusai can leave. Oh, we haven't talked to the missus at all. She's just been like a ghost.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say my favorite game.
No, me, because then I have to leave.
Well,
So- Actually, I think I did say my favorite.
you did, so I'm gonna say mine.
Yeah, okay.
It's
yo,
Dark. It's Dark Rift for N64. Really obscure game, but I love it. It's a fighting game.
Oh, no, I remember what I did have to say before I went. So our local area has gaming, Fragapalooza, yeah, that thing. We'll just cut back into that. And one of the tournaments was actually GoldenEye, which I got into the finals of. By the end of it, we went to no guns for the finals. Everybody would just crouch and run. And like crouch, run up to somebody, punch. Like it took probably 40 minutes for 4 of us to go through, I think it was 10 stock or 10 points. Like it was bad. And we would just circle back into the body armor and just keep circling back, and like nobody ever died because everyone was too chicken shit. And like you could stand up to run faster, but if you stood up and run faster, when you punched, you would punch over top of the head of your enemies. So it was just like lame.
Useless.
Pretty much. So, the missus, what is your favorite N64 game?
I have no idea because I don't play it.
Probably
Do you
Mario
remember
Kart.
any games that you did play? Oh, Mario Kart. Or Mario Party. That was fun, too. Just
Wasn't
any
there one
Mario
at
game is good.
McDonald's that had like ghosts and stuff in it?
Luigi's
oh,
Mansion.
Luigi.
Yeah,
I played that.
that one was... I don't know if I ever played that through. Just at McDonald's, and those things would time out like every 3 minutes. Give everybody a turn. Fuck you, I'm on a high score.
They
Click.
turned it off at one point. You could just play through the whole game.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
I think I wrapped Luigi's Mansion and some snowboarding game that they used to have too.
Avalanche 1080.
Yeah,
That
That's
one
the
I
one.
played the shit out of.
I was pretty good at that.
Oh, or Snowboard Kids. Snowboard Kids was a blast.
Well, I say we say our goodbyes.
No, the missus has to tell us about any other games that she might remember.
Any game N64 games you remember the misses there?
No.
No, it's just Sims. Sims on PC.
I thought we were talking
How's your
about
graphics card working, by the way?
We are. I'm just saying, like you don't remember anything else. So
That's the only game you remember is The Sims.
No, I didn't even play Sims on there.
No, it wasn't on there. We're talking about PC now.
Oh.
We're just trying to get you into the conversation.
Yeah, I played.
What's your favorite game besides Pokemon Go and Sims?
I don't think I have one. Oh, what is
The
that
Sims
one I played last
expansions.
year?
Oh, I know what you're
Sim
talking. It's
brothel.
something Dawn until
Oh,
until Dawn
Dawn,
on
yeah.
PS4. She loved that game actually. Yeah, she got really into it.
Zombie game?
No, it's a survival game which has like a butterfly effect. Like your decisions may change the ending to the game. It's like a bunch of different endings. So
Oh,
if you make sure everybody survives, there's a different ending. But if you let one person die, mattering on who that is, that the whole ending changes. And it's a horror game. She really likes that one.
Mm-hmm.
That could be fun.
And it has a good plot twist in the storyline. And guess where it's set? On a fictional mountain in Alberta, Canada.
Who the fuck goes to Alberta?
Well, they all died in the Alberta mountains, so.
Well, that sounds accurate. It was a moose. A moose biting a polar bear.
With maple syrup.
Slathered all over. Oh my god, can we get a moose and a polar bear? Fill, like, a backyard pool with maple syrup and have them duke it out?
I'm sure there's laws against that. Like, specifically that.
Wow. We have really accurate laws here.
I encourage you to try Skufflewick.
It's worth it.
You'll probably die.
I mean, still worth it. Man,
So-
that is a happy fat guy.
Yep. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Everybody, we're going to say goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
Hello!
Remember, if you liked what you heard today, please remember to subscribe and like the video. And if you would like to hear anything particular, don't forget to comment down below. Thank you and have a nice day.